You are not expecting that I'm going to be late already. No way. We're live. Already. No waiting around today. Eat that, chat. Here we go. I bet you wasn't expecting that this quick. Bet you were sitting there going, oh, I could have a few minutes spare. I can do an extra race. Azza's not going to be live anytime soon. Not at least for another 5-10 minutes. Wow. Today's different. We're ready for some sprints. And hopefully it's going to be a lot easier set of racing with the main account. Welcome along, TMD. First up with the P1 medal. Welcome, TMD. Straight up, welcome. Q-Storm, Premslaw, George, Tricky, Undertaker, Cash, all heading in nice and early for hopefully some sprint fun. Hopefully we're going to go and get some beast of some reward. Prince Near, welcome. So we're going to see what we can get. We could do with some Lando Norris or someone like that. I bet you that is what we're after. Definitely. Make sure you do hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe, follow on the way to 10k already. Let's go. So then, for those that are here early, we can get straight into it before we start a race, because this is what it looks like on the main account. Boom. We've got a P1, and what we're going to do is we're going to get this crate out the way before Obi joins, because Obi will be cursing us that we're going to get something bad here. Hopefully he is not, and we're going to get away with it. Prince Near, good luck. Kamegi, welcome, just in time for our first sprint crate. Has anybody got anything good today? Anybody been sprinting? Any good luck that you're going to pass over to me right now? Because I'd like to see you've been getting some good rewards compared to what we could be about to get. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. Lando for P1 for Kamegi. Nice. That is the reward that everybody wants. That is a good reward. Oh God, Craig's here. Craig's going to sneeze start me or something. Welcome, Craig. Good races earlier. Rishikesh, welcome as well. So we did secure P1 after some nervy races with Craig. And we're going to get going again. Craig's here to take all my money and stream snipe me. Joe, Bottas, Valkyrie rewards from sprint so far. Let's find out, shall we? Let's give it a little bit of a tickle. A little bit of a fancy and see if we get anything decent. Let's find out. We get some bucks. You know, you can never have too much bucks, right? 23 pulse. Our pulse is still going at the moment. 18 Fernando Alonso on his way to max level currently. And then 10 Surgeon Zenith. Oh, Undertaker. That is not what we want to hear just before we go for our big epic. Here we go then. For those that are watching, nice early treat. Drum roll. That is not what we need. It is better than Logan, but at this stage, I'd probably rather get Logan than that reward, because, yeah, that's not... we'll take it. It's better than any of the stuff, any of the rubbish that we could get, but I've got something that could be equally as important. So, if we load back up, and we'll show you, bottom left of that corner, legendary crate as well. Just pulled a legendary crate before going on stream. And we can also open that one to see if there's anything good in this one. Hopefully, some Lando or something. Let's get in. Let's open the 2 green crates before we start a sprint. And then we'll start racing. Albon and Gasly. And some Monolith, which always helps. So let's get into... I don't think we've got really any rewards or cards that we need to upgrade just from Max. How far is Lewis away? Level 4, nearly level 5. Here we go. 30 bucks that I'm not getting back. Cash goes science. So this could be fairly decent, hopefully. Probably be the only legendary crate of the evening. 102 Ocon. We've got 94 Valtteri. 118 of the Zhou Guan Yu, which we just pulled. It's going to be all on the epics and the rares. Nice, JK. Oh, 28 Hustle. That's okay. What bugs you want? 18 Danny Rick. And 25 Turbo Jet. So 2 epics to come. Obi hasn't made it just yet, so hopefully we can get these quickly out the way. So the first epic of the legendary is not great. It's Fury. I am furious. That is poor. Second epic of the legendary crate to show you that these aren't that good anymore. I mean, yeah, we could have got a lot better from that crate. 18 Danny Ricciardo. We'll take it. We have to. We can't give it back. So we're going to basically just see what happens. But Danny Rick's in the bag. In the bag indeed. So, with that, I think we'll get a crate done. Now, I did a crate just before I came on air. It took less than an hour, which was pretty good, but it can be painful sometimes. George Russell, Fernando is our drivers, and the car stacking that decent enough car as well. So, let's get into it. Let's start racing. And let's see what we can do. Craig, if you're still here, 188 qualifying, I assume, for yourself. And let's go. Let's go. But yeah, Kimo, welcome as well. Russell 7. Oh, tough matchup to begin with then. Here we go. F1 Manager Roo, the lion looking at us in the face. And we're off to Bahrain. Juan, if you can put it in English, would help me help you. Oh, you have then put it in English. Fair play. Just depends on the boost as well, Juan, really. Do I have a coin surge? I don't know. Do I? I don't know. Level 3. Oh, not level 3. Position 3, position 7. It's like racing Craig again. Jesus. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. And it's real. Let's see if we can cause some pain to this rival. They're taking their time. Come on then. I mean, pretty bad qualifying, pretty unfair. There will be a Series 13, but I don't know how it's set to shape yet, though. That's the difference. So, yeah, we're going to have to see if we can put some business to this guy then. Send him a postcard, lick it, send it. But we haven't had the best start. Yeah, 188. Good stuff, Craig. Yeah, and anyone else watching, make sure your stream is well up to date. There's the door. Oh, now why is the door gone? I'm not answering it. It's not on me. So P5, P6. Oh, better check. It's no one important. Uh-oh. We're racing. I'm losing. But it's fine. Be fine. Evening, Mark. Welcome. So we got a little bit of catching up to do. Maybe this isn't going to be the 47 point we wanted to start with, but we kind of got distracted. So let's start painting the pace on now. Just basically for Prince Near, for Series 12, etc. Just kept grinding to get the coins, really. Is the easiest way of saying it. And we're well behind here because we had to jump. So I'm happy to lose this one. Not too fussed. We'll just try and take 43 points, which we should be able to anyway. We'll give him another race, but we were pretty out-qualified then. Nothing we could really do. But P3, P4. Got to keep pushing. But yeah, that's the problem. If you start behind, well, you don't push too much, you're going to come home in P3, P4. And he's well clear. No power unit left though. But he'll be able to gain enough of that by the time we get to the front door of his cars. And he looks like he's just cruising at the moment as well. So we're going to try and put some pace on. See if we can just find a little bit of traction. Try and close that gap down. Which he shouldn't be able to close that gap. He's well clear. P3, P4. Going to stay that way, I think. But at least it's Bahrain. Bahrain is a fairly quick track. So anyone who's racing sprints in Series 12, always good to get Bahrain. And we're into P2, but he's going to come back at us pretty quickly. He's not too fussed. Still got one lap to go. That rival doesn't have the best tyre management on that Leclerc. So let's see what he does. If we can sneak a point, that would be nice. Yeah, you're not really going to get Series 12 without some pretty decent levels of Series 11. Series 10. Fair play to Craig pointing that one out. So 43 points with a quick trip to the window. So we'll take, that's okay. Fine by that one. We'll come back to get him. Absolutely. Prince Nee, you just got to start building your coins in Series 11 and then just keep slowly upgrading. That's what you've kind of got to do. So 43 points in the bag. But you've got a long way to go, exactly like TMD says there. So, see if we get this guy again, but that is some ridiculously qualifying. P3, P7. We nearly took him as well, so even that far back, as we go 1-5, 1-10 for Andrus. Let's make sure it's nothing to check on the phone. Nope, all good. So, NASCAR Manager, I just wasn't really that interested in it. I think NASCAR Manager was okay at the start. It was different to where F1 Clash was, because it was a bit boring, F1 Clash at that point. And then, yeah, with NASCAR, I just don't think it's in the place at present. So, let's go again. Hopefully not a real player. Season ends next May. Long way to go. We're only in month 2. Pretty much just completed 2 months. We've got another real player. All the real players are out there this evening. And we've got Frost being used by the rival. But I tell you what, George Russell, round the outside, has got a beautiful start. And he is into the top to make it P1. Fernando Alonso, on the other hand, absolutely struggling. But he is going to get through a few cars eventually, trust me. Welcome, Nishan. Fernando Alonso's had a terrible start. And Abokwe, welcome as well to the Friday fun in sprints. We're going to try and gain some decent points round this. And I'll try and get Lando Norris or someone. That is what the aim is. Now, we should be good to get P4. It's all about, can we hold George Russell to P1? That's the difference. As Alonso now takes 2 cars. Nice and easy. We're still at the front. Rivals on about that 4-lap soft if they wanted to. They are going to be quick. As they absolutely slow us down. That's one of my pet hates when it comes to this game. Absolutely slows you down like a bungee sometimes. And we've just got to gain some of this power unit back. Come on. Going to be on to the faster tyre. I'm going to have some good power unit to pick off as well. Gone for mediums, of course. As Alonso comes in. Julian's welcome. Welcome. We've got okay power unit, but we're just not going to be quick enough. I think Andres has got a good car under his belt. And we're going to try and eke some time out there. Where is he? Just using... He's using power unit as well. Quite a lot of it, to be fair. Alonso should be good for the top 4. Rashish, welcome. Andrew, welcome along as well. You've not missed too much. We've had one reward so far, and that one reward was Mr. Zhou Guan Yu making an appearance, which is not the best. And Lacey, welcome. TMD Pretzel is good round here, but depends if you feel the power unit boosts are working or not. That's why you see me going a different direction. Be interesting just testing and seeing out what happens. Because we're not using it in this one. We're not a million miles away from the rival as well, who's got some decent power unit. It's going to be struggle, I believe. Series 9 strategy will come soon. I'm planning to do that maybe next week, or if I get time at the weekend. So really, it was 1 car versus 2 here, because we got some terrible luck out of turn 1. So not a lot we could do really with this, and we are always on the back foot with Fernando. Oh, I'm alright to test it. I'm happy saving my power unit boost anyway. If I can score 43s, 44s, 45s as Bottas hold us up, we're always going to struggle. Especially when the rival's got some power unit saved as well. So we'll take some unluckiness in the first couple of races. I mean, Alonso is so far behind. Maybe I should start pushing him. He had a terrible race. Silverstone is so bad for the first corner, though. That's the difference. But great race. I think he is generally stronger than us. I would be surprised if he isn't anyway. He's got Danny Rick on, so actually, when you think about it, he is a quicker car. So I'd be surprised if he's not. But we'll find out. Let's just check him really quickly, because we obviously 1.5.10, but I imagine he's using Danny Rick, and he's going to have a faster car. There you go. 2.88, 10 more as well. So yeah, we're on the back foot in that one. So in theory, we're right to lose. We didn't have the pace. Would have been nice to get 2 cars in contention. So, yeah, not too bad. I think on initial thoughts, you see the team score and you go, we should be competing. But that 10% on Danny Ricciardo makes a big, big difference to matches. And Silverstone again, I'm happy with that one. Anything to avoid Miami is the key. I think it is. I think the quickest you can do them is about 53, 54 minutes is a crate. So we'll be seeing if we can get a couple of them in there. So I'm going to use the same again because I do believe it works. And we'll see if we get a little bit more lucky this time. Let's go. Yeah, sometimes we forget the matchup. If you've got like Danny Ricciardo level 7 this weekend, you're going to be absolutely lovely. Without him, team scores get a little bit messed up when it comes to racing. Russell's going to get not too bad of a start this time round. Matchmaking, I believe, is on team score, but I imagine there is a limitation on flag still. So it was pretty much similar last year. You get matched up on team score, but you can't really get, I don't know, a matchup of the same team score, Series 7 versus Series 12. So matchmaking would usually be around Series 12, Series 11 for players at the top. That's pretty much my understanding of how it works. That is the benefit of staying low flags, though. Your matchmaking is a lot less. You can still get the same max bots and all that kind of jazz, but you're very much less likely to get a real player. And I don't know if Craig is still in here, and I'm only going to make an assumption if you are, Craig, but I imagine Dirk was amazing last season, but staying 400 flags, I imagine you very rarely get a real player down there at that team score. I'd be shocked. I'm only assuming off my own opinion. But I do believe that, yeah, matchmaking is done off series/team score. Andrew, team score is 1509, I think, at the moment. I mean, you're more than happy to chuck a jewel up and see if you can match. I'm always happy to race anybody in this chat. So do if you're in that 10% range, if you're 150 above, 150 below, you probably can match with me. And by all means, come and won't say that word. Come and destroy me on here. You can still give it a go, Andrew. You get quicker sprints if you get a real player, though, Andrew. That's what you got to think about. Andrew with the double account coming in. Hit that like button, everybody. Show that support. As Fernando Alonso continues. And a lot better race this time already. You can see we're well clear. Highest team score you can get. I think it's up near the 1800s, I want to say. I don't know this season. But I believe it's up there. So we're well clear. So you can see why it's good to get real players. Because if you think about it, I would have the two opposite real players right next to me now in this sprint race in Silverstone. Whereas at the moment, you can see the bot is quite far back. Almost half a lap. So that's why it's always good to get some real players. Because it speeds up your sprint progress. Too many Andrews now. I've got Andrew 1, 2, 3 and 4 probably somewhere. But good start. 1821, the highest this season. Potentially, yeah. I mean, a long way to go before we get to that level. Definitely. But we've started well. We've started on a 40... Was it 44 I think we got last time? We got a 43 before that. So we've got to pick up some 47s. And this is going to be starting it. One lap to go. Ryan, so hards in Series 3, you are right, they are a lot slower, but there is certain tracks that you can get away with using hards on. So let me just check on my game at the moment, on my other account, what sort of tracks. So remember, Ryan, Series 3 is speed, so you need a fully speed setup. Forget every other stat. Speed and qualifying is going to be your best friend. And then you want, and I'll just go in and have a look at the tracks. Series 3. Monza, you probably want to do a 4 hard, 4 hard. Baku, you probably want to do a 2-stop with medium and softs. Vegas, probably a 3 hard, 3 hard. And Jeddah, a 3 hard, 3 hard. So actually, you want to go on the hards. Them circuits that you've got, the hards are slow. But your pit time is so slow that it's worth doing the 1-stop on them circuits. Other circuits would be different, but for them ones, definitely you want to be doing that 1-stop. Definitely. So, again, anybody who wants to match up, we can. I think this might be a real player from 70%. Back to Silverstone again. So, good tracks. Yeah, so Ryan, definitely off memory, and I do have a Series 3 guide out there, Ryan. You definitely want to use a 3 hard in Jeddah. That does work well. You are going to be slow, but you're not going to waste 6 seconds in the pits, for example. John F1 Clash, welcome. Welcome along. No worries, Ryan. Ask as many questions as you wish. And when we are live, everybody, do ask the questions. You're more than happy to answer as many as we can. Justin, welcome as well. Welcome, Justin. Use these sessions, these live streams, to get as much information out to help your game. As we get a terrible, terrible start, and we're on the back foot. All about cornering, Justin, in Series 10, with a little bit of qualifying thrown in, and then it's all on the boost usage as well. That's what I've got for Series 10. At the minute, Yuki Tsunoda and Danny Rick, very important in Series 10 because of the team score differences. So you can see just gaining on the rival now. Rival's gone for Gladiator on softs, and we are going to take the lead on the mediums. That is why I will always say, do power unit boosts work? Because we are staying ahead nicely. So P1 and P3. We're going to save some power unit now. If Stan, remember we can't win every race, but obviously we all want to win more races, don't get me wrong. You need to make sure you've got the track stats matched to your car though. That's one of the key things that you need to remember. Final round in this GP, Kimmo. Hold your breath and hope for the best. Let the Hutch lottery be your friend. So looking good here. Got some good power unit. Rival has used all of their power unit. And what we're going to do is come back. Wonder if we can get another lap from Alonso here. No, I don't think we will. I don't think we'll risk it. So Russell goes on. We're going to just still look after that power unit. Rival's going to the hards. That could mean that they've actually quit, because I don't think they would need to ever use the hards. Can we get the Mercedes livery later in the season? Absolutely. Expect that to be around 10, probably 7 months in. So maybe in another 4 or 5 months, you're probably going to see that livery come out in the pit pass. For Series 10 was on fire yesterday. It was. I mean, it got extinguished in the first half of the stream. And then in the second half of the stream, it ignited. Someone put some fuel on it. And we managed to start winning races. And Justin, I think this rival has potentially quit. I doubt it though, because we're in sprints, so it wouldn't make sense. They might be settling for points as they are though. We'll find out. Russell P1. Just cruising. Alonso we're going to cruise as well. Gain that power unit. And we should be able to just keep this rival at bay. The reactor. There is some parts out there that do seem to take forever to get. I'm sure everybody in Series 8, your biggest annoyance is not getting Valtteri Bottas. Has anybody else experienced the same? Obviously tricky with the reactor. Is there a part that is haunting you? A part that you just for the life cannot get your hands on? Because I bet there's one out there. And with a British GP, yes, I thought it was quality race, the British GP. Thought it was a very, very exciting race. F1 is actually a good season this year. Plenty of winners. What is it? 6 different winners now? It's been fantastic. Compared to the Max domination. Sorry, Max fans. So, we're going to come away with this. 47 points in the bag. Yeah, James, you're in Series 11. I know what you're like. Always Hulk, Logan or Zenith. Yep. All the bad ones always coming out to haunt us. So, rival not finishing too far behind. And that is going to help us with finishing this sprint race pretty quickly. Which is good. So, I think that's about halfway through already, isn't it? Well, is it 188 points already? Or close to, because we lost some points, didn't we? I think that's 4 races, though. What is it? 170s? 181. So, just under halfway already. And that is in around less than 25 minutes. Good pace. Hey, Andrew! Andrew's done it. Here we go. Live. Oh, not Miami as well. Come on in, Andrew. Let's see what you got. Let's see. Yeah, Craig. I mean, Lewis had a close battle with George, didn't he? When they finished the race and came to hug each other. Andrew, if I win this, you have to join our club. That's the rules, by the way. David, welcome. Come on then. Let's see what... You can even see what boosts I'm using. This is unfair. Go on in, Andrew. Whack Street Shark. Andrew, you're delaying my sprints here, man. Come on. We've got to be quick. Yeah. Agreed. Craig. Absolutely. Nico gave him a good battle, though, but Nico got out while he could, didn't he? He took the win and probably thought, I won't do it again. Russell, I think... Russell's been dominating him so far this season. And we've got a good start. Andrew, go on wets. What are you doing? You're trying to get me P5 or something. Next we'll be getting Craig. He'll be destroying me. And then we'll all laugh and cry that I've got no coins left again. RML, good luck. Champions, let's go. You've probably got a good chance if it's the first time. Champions does reward the players who basically, yeah, don't move up straight away. And absolutely, Andrew, that's right. Oh my God, we've got so many Andrews in here. We've got like 5 Andrews. As long as Prince Andrew ain't in here, we're fine. Comedian all my life. But we're away and racing. Knew that. I've got to keep distracting Andrew, so I just get away with a win here. 400 points, yeah. How is everybody liking the sprints going back to the old points? It's horrible, isn't it? I'll put them both on conserve for you, Andrew. We're on conserve. I'm going to let you catch up. Right, here he comes. Here he comes. He's with us. Come on, Craig. Let's hear your reasons. Oh, no! Oh, God, reaction times. Oh, Andrew, we've been done here in Miami. I mean, I guess the thing... Ah, okay. Got ya. Got ya. That makes sense. I thought you might have basically going to say, Craig, that less people will grind 400 points than they will 175. So, for a lot of the players that are up there in Series 12, it obviously keeps them ahead. I thought you might put that on. So, I see that other side as well. The groups, when you drop into a group and they're ahead in that format, so small, it's game over. Same with safety cars. Maybe safety cars should be disabled. Because they can be quite annoying. Fingers crossed, Prince near. Put them shorter, but the allocations need to be fixed. I mean, I don't even think 200 points is out the question. Like, make it 5 races. I think people would even appreciate that. No safeties on sprints. Yeah, I mean... Everyone's got to get the safety car at the same track, and you're never going to be able to do that. So, in theory, if they want to make equal racing, they've got to disable the safety car. It will cost, especially around a track like Miami. I might as well quit and start another race. As lights, the safety car is in, and we're racing in Miami. We'll let Andrew go. Yeah, we won't, James. We won't. Yeah, Vegas safety car can be... that's a rough one. Absolutely rough one. Nah, do not give me any points, Andrew. You go and get the points you need as well. Do not give me 47. Race like it's your last Jaffa cake. Yeah, be competitive. We're all good. I'll take any points I get. And that's the same for anybody matching me. Although at one point I was going to have to ask Craig for a 47 because he was killing me. But Russell's good. Russell clearing through. I think them softs are going to be close, Andrew. I think you're going to be close. I know, Andrew's just showing off. Typing and racing at the same time. I can only talk and race. Can't type and taste. But last lap then, after a very, very slow Miami race. Yeah, oh, I bet, Craig. I bet. Now, you're either going to start a sprint or you're fibbing. Because you wouldn't wait if you're halfway through a sprint. I know what you're like. Yeah, he's had to box. He had to box. What are the tyres like on your medium Norris, though? Can we catch him up? He's going to run out of tyres. The speed of Street Shark down the straight to pull out to the left. And we're through. Alonso's tyre management is so good, though. That's why he is unbelievable, Alonso, for tyre management on this game. Good race, Andrew, though. And we finished fairly quickly as well. That will help your sprint. Twiggy, welcome. Oh, that's it, Andrew. We'll keep it quiet. Good stuff. Oh, and a cheeky little gold crate from Andrew as well. We'll take that. Just quickly open some of the crates. Make sure we get some room. We'll open the gold one in a little bit. So that's us into the 220s. Craig. Oh my god, I thought that was you, Craig. Generally thought you were waiting for me. We got this annoying one again. Oh, not Miami again. It's ruining us. This guy's going to qualify in like the top 10. We're going to be... This race is over by turn 1. Sammy, welcome along. Hope you're good. Welcome to the fun of sprint racing on a Friday. It's P6, P7. Wow. I wish I could start at that point. 2 minutes 43. 40, 120 mediums. Sammy, I reckon you should hit that subscribe button. Absolutely. Nothing on club tournaments so far, Tricky note. Still awaiting more information about what's happening because obviously they did cancel them. I was hoping they'd be out pretty quickly, but obviously they haven't. Yes, Sammy. Well, we appreciate your sub. Hopefully it might pop up in a little minute. But thank you anyway. Much appreciated. So this rival's on softs. They ain't getting softs 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So let's see what we can do. Try and keep the power unit. This guy's going to be fast. He's obviously starting in the top 10. We're going to try and keep him at bay. I don't think we'll destroy this rival. This rival will happily destroy us by the look of it. And we'll let him go. It's fine. It's all about power unit saving. You've got to have the tyres. Now, Lando Norris doesn't have great tyres. He's going to struggle a little bit to do 4 laps. And out front, Charles Leclerc doesn't equally have tyres. So bang on. 4 laps. Best sprint reward by far. Well, I think we've pretty much had most of the rewards out of sprint crates. That sprint crate that we got in Series 10 was unbelievable last night. It was absolutely brilliant. Mach 3, gyro, and I can't remember what the other one was, but it was beautiful. Yeah, so I've got no boost, but the problem is, or he's got no boost, I'm pretty tough on tyres with George Russell here. Now remember, if you are watching, always watch the weather. There's no point going to softs like this rival when it was going to rain in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So he pits, he's got to go to mediums, but it's about to rain, so he's got to come back in anyway. That's what I mean. So I've got 2 decent drivers here. Alonso, all good on tyres, absolutely wonderful. Now this rival's pushing. I'll let him push because his tyres are like ours. But guess who's got the more power unit? Me. And now we'll bring Alonso a little bit closer as well. Challenger, yeah, I think you'll be up there, Sammy. You'll be competitive. And again, if this rival wants to come past, absolutely come past, no problem. So into the pits. Crucial part of this race then. On lap number 4, in for the wet stuff we go. And it is game on for us. Rival's gone for softs. Rival pits for softs. Interesting. Do they know something we don't know on this game or what? I mean, surely you've messed your strategy up a little bit there, mate. I think he's definitely got a level 6, level 7. Look at Leclerc. How can a car be that fast in these conditions? We should take the lead unless he's not going to pit. He doesn't pit. He's not literally going to stay ahead here. This rival's sticking with us. Sammy, there's about 75 Andrews in this chat. They're everywhere. And into the lead we go. Rival having a little bit of a McLaren strategy. Prince Near, usually you can just tell by strategy though. You can see this guy's just cruising around on dries. He's obviously gone and done something else. Or he's just happy to take less points. Because he's not pitted. He's carrying on. No safety car at Miami, which is nice. And he could have disconnected. That could be a possibility. And somehow... Oh, he's going to run out of tyres anyway. So we don't need to push this at all. We'll just keep taking the power unit. I mean, he's still pretty quick in the wet conditions on dries, I must say. Still pretty quick. He's about to run out of tyres, but I think he'll hold on. Or will he hold on? He's now out of tyres. And it's to the line. I mean, how quick is that on dry tyres at Miami? Jesus. That is ridiculously quick. We'll have a quick look at that car as well. Level 7 Norris, level 7 Leclerc. And a decent enough power unit set up too at the 297. What, you want me to get an Andrew sound? Like an Andrew! Let's go. Let's go. Still, matchup's pretty tough. So, overtaking power unit. Street Shark again. Andreas again as well. It's pretty tough, this is. Sammy, I've always been a Ferrari fan, but McLaren I've got a bit of a soft spot at the moment. So I'm actually texting, but I'm gonna just leave this running. Right, we can concentrate then. I mean, I should concentrate more in these races. Oh, Buckway, I wasn't even concentrating, I was texting, so... I'm trying to get access to F1 Manager 24. That's what I'm trying to get access to at the same time, so... Sending a few feelers out to see if any of my good friends can help us. That's all. That's why I'm a bit sidetracked on that one. Come on then. Let's settle that down to concentrating, shall we? Even if we don't get the points here, I'm not too fussed. We've got a few 47s under the bank, which is okay with me. And we're out in P2 at the moment. Just trying to push. And Andreas is right behind us. Oh, not another safety car, man! He's killing us. Killing us. I mean, we are never going to finish P1 in this sprint. Never. Come on, then. We're gonna have to go softs. It's gonna be full send to the finish. And Neil, I am good, thank you, Neil. How are you? It's time for showtime. Are we gonna catch up with this safety car? So, who's gonna win? It's Rooster and a stronger car by Andreas. It's Street Shark and a slower car by Azza W. Who's the money on? As we are about to go racing yet again. 2 laps of full power unit to come here at Bahrain. And we go. Here we go. And we nearly lost P2. But we hold on. Rival, well, okay. The rival is definitely a lot quicker than us. I don't have for the Mercedes driver. I've got these ones.
Okay, Lewis, it's hammer time.
But I mean, it's hard to compete with a faster car, ultimately. So, we tried our best. You can see him just pulling away. I don't think I've got anything else, apart from them ones. But we are keeping tabs. We are relatively close on a faster car. Cut the corner there pretty much as well. And we're just not quick enough. Just not got that strong enough setup to be able to close the gap. Yeah, some hard matches, absolutely. Some bad luck with the safety car as well, but you have to take it. You take the positives, you take the negatives. That's what happens. But after a Bahrain safety car, it's a pretty quick finish to the end of that race and a pretty quick, swift of a move on as we hit 43 points. No, Craig, I am not. Well, I'm at like 280, I think it is. 278. But usually, I mean, look how close I was keeping to him then, and he's on about 290, so... yes, Craig. Oh, not again. Give me strength. Yeah, max PU. That's literally what I'm using. No qualifying in there at all. So, just pure pace. I can't add any more power unit to the car, no. I need a few levels. That is the difference. Just slightly lacking a little bit. But I gave you a good race on here, Craig, earlier. We're going to try and give Andreas a bit of return to sender on this one. Bit of quality to trade off in PU. You can't. Yeah, yeah. So sadly, I can't do that. Yeah, I mean, up to about 290 for Andreas here, so we're always massively behind. I mean, it's a good 12. You could see in the last race, it does make the difference. But, it's good fun. I mean, hopefully no safety car. Hopefully we can finish this race pretty quick. Don't mind getting the 43s, as long as we get through the races pretty quick. I do need the odd 47, though, to make sure we don't drop a north. Favourite track? Probably Brazil on this game. I'm not too sure about real life, I must say. But definitely Brazil is a great track. I mean, it used to be a very good track anyway, but... we're just a lot slower than this rival. Definitely gets a little bit more traction off the corners. We are staying within. Not too far ahead. But P3 at the moment. And you can see, just in about a level playing field, just not got that pace advantage anymore with these matchups. We're probably going to get Andreas quite a lot, considering we are on level racing with him. Silverstone's a good track. You get some great racing at Silverstone. That's the difference. JK just saving some of the power unit boosts, but I don't feel they're massively strong anyway. You can see how close we are to the rival, and we're not using a power unit boost, and he's a faster car. That rival, out front, has got an extra about 20 power unit at the moment, and we're not a million miles away.
2 secs, Karun. We've got a new subscriber.
As Surgato hits the sub, welcome along. But when you get tough matchups like this, it is always very difficult. Yeah, it's not usually this many though, James, I would argue. Usually, we can get quite a lot of bots. Like last night, I pretty much got bot after bot after bot. Just seems to be we're level with some of the real players at the moment racing. I thought because of the 400 points, everybody wouldn't be racing as hard. But everybody is racing as hard. Sammy, I'll give you... I don't know why it hasn't come up, but I'll give you a shout out on your own. Welcome, Sammy, to AZWF1's Sub Club. Sub Club, that's a new one. Yeah, some real players are easier than others, eh, Andrew? I want Andrew back. This is painful. But yeah, not a lot we can do. Just, you know, cruise along slowly. We will pull the pin now with Russell. I know, I need some better Andrews. Obviously, Andreas, I can't beat. But Andrews, maybe I can. Computer is a free win, absolutely. But look how close we are, though. We're like... It's not that we're so bad. We are actually putting up a decent enough fight. We're not half a track behind. We are relatively within about 5 seconds. And has anybody noticed... There's a good 61 people here watching at the moment... Has anyone noticed how bad bat markers seem to be again? Bat markers seem to be an issue once again. They weren't an issue before after the updates when they fixed them. But they seem to be very troubling. Very annoying. I think we're just on a row of bad players at the moment, James, in terms of real player matchups. So we're just getting a little bit unlucky. That coins are going down. Let's hold a second. Oh, we only need 3 on one more race. 40 points, that's all we need. That was pretty quick, actually. So we've done about 45 minutes with one race to go. So we're actually getting through these in about 50-ish minutes. If we don't get bad. And that's with a safety car at Bahrain. Sammy, good luck. Thanks for popping in and hitting the subscribe. I think what you could do, though, James, is you could join Series 12, Racing Series 11 still. But remember, all your free crates and your advert watching and your pit pass will come from Series 12, if not unlocked already. So there is that benefit to it. Literally just unlock it and stay lower is always a good idea. Igor Sklimek, welcome. Welcome along, nice to see you. Yeah, this matchmaking's a little bit different. Always use boost though, 40 points is what we need then for another sprint crate. Couple of safety cars in here, so expect that we're probably not going to go and get P1. Yeah, RML, the groupings and champions, very tough at the moment. Yours won't be too bad if you're just stepping up, but some of them out there are ridiculously bad. Legacy 1, nice to see you, Legacy. Welcome aboard. Good luck, Prince Near, as well in your games. Mo Mohammed, welcome. Basically, all Champions GPs last season. I probably gained about 15,000 boosts at least from Champions last year. Obviously with them purchases as well. But been racing pretty much 4 or 5 years. So we've managed to stock up quite well over the years. And last season, we didn't need to use boosts in duels pretty much. So they only ever got burnt in GP races. P15 for RML. Oof. Yeah, people moving through. Yeah, Kimo, it's the old... the visuals on Hutch is great. So you can see the bottom left font. Where is it? Down here for the boost is very low or very small. And then some reason they've increased the right hand side to bigger. So that is why they cannot fit the 12,000 in anymore. Maybe they don't expect anybody to have that digits, but yeah, they've never fixed that for some reason. You'd imagine that is a very easy font change, but they just never have changed it. But into the pits we go with Russell and Alonso. Only 40 points needed, but it'd be good to get back on a winning spree. As we are in P1 and P3 now, we can push because we're going to be absolutely clear. And then we're going to hope that we're going to get away with this nicely. But 40 points, what? Let me know in the chat then. Mark Prince, welcome. I'm a gladiator, Andrew. That is me. Gladiator. Let me know in the chat then, because we should get a sprint crate at the end of this one. Don't know what place I'm going to finish first, because I haven't looked at all. But let me know what reward are we going to get. What reward is coming from our sprint crate. Zhao, welcome as well. Logan, says Andrew. Oh, my phone's not charging anymore. I think my charger's broke. That's not good. I've only got one. Not again. So Russell and Alonso out nicely. Kevin, no way. Yeah, Christopher, always getting a good race start helps massively. Absolutely. Absolutely key. But we're going to smooth this race through. So yeah, we're going to have to see how long we go on for, because my phone don't want to charge anymore. But that's good. That's a good win. Kevin in the next one. Sarge. Hulk if you're lucky. Verstappen epic, says Andrew. Let's see where we finish first. See where we finish. It was going to cost us. I said it would cost us. Them safety cars absolutely costing us. So not a lot we can do about that one. Let me just quickly check how much charge I am on. 38 and it's not charging. That's not great. Maybe got time for... I'll probably get at least one more in on this one. So, what are we going? Obi's not here. So that could mean, yes, good rewards indeed. And look at the bottom. Our big beast that we were getting at the bottom, the Russian, way down in 279. So let's find out. It's time for a new phone. It's not working on both. The reason it's not working is because I hadn't plugged it in. Now it works. I didn't plug it in. That's embarrassing. So, I mean, yeah. Okay, alright. I can be stupid sometimes, alright? Like, I'm not that clever all the time. We've got to have a day off. Sergio Perez, then, is in there. Who else are we going to get? Wish you could see the table out. Yeah, it would be good to see the table. 13, Mr. Zhou Guan Yu is up there. Yeah. 5, Mr. George Russell. And then the epic. Come on. I'd take Lewis Hamilton, please, at the moment. That would be pretty good. That would be very nice indeed. Let's hit the drum roll. Let's go and find out. Hello? Good reward, please? Oh. Imagine doing just under an hour of sprints. And you go ahead and get that. That. Awful. Awful. It's just terrible. Challenger could be great for champions. Obi, if Obi was here, he would be absolutely loving life right now. He would be... Oh, don't worry, he'll probably rewatch his stream and he'll find out. As we get some more Danny Rick in the bank. Yeah, that we've got to change our look in the next one. Zhou Guan Yu and Zenith. Zenith's not good. Let's get through these. I know. I mean, Series 1. Shock him. I mean, these are going to help for the old asset trading. But, oh, that has destroyed me. That is not what we had in store. So, a bit more Logan and a bit more Ocon in my life. So, we might as well, of course, go for another race here in Series 12. Yeah, short sprints was fun last week. It really was. Really was fun. Okay, so we're going to go back out for it then, and we're going to try and score some very, very nice points. And hopefully our rewards are going to pick up as well. Fingers crossed. Let's go, Jules, and Series 12. And it's a tough, tough matchup to begin with. So, Street Shark and Street Shark. This is going to be tough as well. So I'm just writing a message and I'll be back on. Come on, Em. So. P2, P5. Two seconds. I'm still busy. It's just... I'm not, promise. So P2, P5. I'm trying to send a message to try and get some F1 manager access. Andrew, have a good one. Yeah, oh, Mertz arrived. Oh, Jesus. I can see why. I can see why. No wonder you're off. Continue. Oh, I'm continuing. Don't worry. It says not sent. Great. What? We're trying to keep up with this rival. It's pretty tough. But there you go. I'm done. Sent it. So, yeah, basically what I've seen online for anybody wondering what I was doing. So, F1 Manager is just around the corner, end of the month, and there's quite a lot of influence out there at the moment sharing it and being able to race it. You might have seen on YouTube if you do follow that kind of stuff. So, yeah, been trying a little bit to try and get some more information on how, in the future, I could possibly link in with that as well. So, that's what I've been trying to find. And I continue to try and find. As on lap 5, we are... I mean, this has got to be a real player pushing on lap 5, has it not? They're pushing pretty early. I don't usually expect them to see them push this early. But each of their own. I mean, I'm not going to beat this bot. I mean, I think they do push this early. Yeah, I do now remember, now I've mentioned it. So last lap, we're going to have an attack at him. But it's just whether or not we've got the pace to be able to catch him enough. Yeah, Texaco, there's a few people who have got it. Obviously, I'm not after a livery. Just want to get out there a little bit more with it. Just have a little bit of early access, release a little bit of stuff. Oh, no, Andrew, that's torture for the wets. That is ruiner. Hopefully it doesn't slow you down too much. Started the race with wets. Oh, no. Even worse. So that rival has long gone. We are not going to catch him up unless a miracle happens. Very, very fast car here for the rival. So, not a lot we could do. Getting destroyed by a bot. Things you love to see. Maybe if I would have concentrated in the race, it would have probably helped. Because I probably would have had more power unit available at better times. But, it is what it is. Yeah, so our breakdowns do still happen on F1 Clash. What it is, it's only the AI that currently can break down. So, only the AI. You can't, or your opponent cannot break down. But it will be randomly against a bot, basically. 1592 for the rival. And, yeah, 295 on the power unit. So, unbelievably tough. Some great positions as well that they started. So, a little bit unlucky with that one. Now, usually we go on a fair amount of wins, but it's been a little bit more tricky to start with. Did I open the Platinum Crate? I did. What did I get? I tell you who I got, Kevin. Pierre Gasly on the free-to-play Series 10, which went straight into one of my best drivers. So that was the best epic I can remember out of it. I don't think it was anything really that good from it. I think I got a bit more gyro from the rares. But yeah, overall, pretty happy because I needed that Pierre Gasly push to be able to open us. So yeah, it's not too bad. Miami again is a bit of a torture. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button. If you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow. As we go racing again in Miami. And hopefully you're going to pick up a win or two in this one finally. Free-to-play account is getting there slowly. It's taking its time, but it is getting there a little bit closer. Probably not RML. I'm probably going to stick with this account, just mainly because it was all about the free-to-play yesterday. So an account on each day is good for me. As we move up then into the top 3. And now Lewis Hamilton and the Williams of Alex Albon lead the way here at the end of what is coming to be lap 1. So down the straight, the long back straight. George Russell making a move then up the inside. And it is into P2. So that's a good start. That's exactly what we needed. As we go round. Yeah, how was the Williams winning? Interesting ask. It's actually because Alex Albon is one of the best drivers implemented into the game this year. So not one of the best, but he's a very, very good driver with good qualifying. So that will be the reason why. Any news on next week's sprints? I don't expect the club thing. They haven't announced anything yet to do with that coming back out again. But sprints, I imagine, will be back for a Monday and a Tuesday. I don't imagine it will be on the lower point scoring. I'm sure by now, if Hutch were going to do it, they would have dropped that already. because a lot of players would have been very excited again. But no, I imagine it'll be back on what is the big points, the marathons, to try and gain. So yeah, not a lot we can really do. We have to wait for Hutch to deliver that. But it was good, wasn't it? It was good. Let me know in the chat, did you enjoy the shorter sprints? I imagine most of you did, apart from the groupings. And I wonder how many sprints you've done compared to last week today. That would be interesting to know. As Alonso comes through, Russell coming out. Let's go, David. Well, Andrew, we're not going to get much less sprints just yet, from my understanding. But it will come eventually. How did we find the Euros campaign? Well, as an England fan, I would absolutely say pretty well so far. And as an Aston Villa fan, I'm going to absolutely say even better, because Ollie Watkins sent us through. Commiserations to the Dutch. But it's all on Sunday. The Villa boys getting us through. Callum, welcome. Welcome along, Callum. Hope you're good. Rocking the P2 medal for the being a channel member. Probably a P1 medal soon enough, Callum, I reckon. Absolutely tricky. Ollie, Ollie, Ollie. There you go. Well, all on the weekend. Euros final. Spain versus England. Let's see what happens. But this one's looking good. We concentrated on a race, and guess what, folks? We win. It's a miracle, isn't it? So, Aram, English for me, mate. Got to be saying England. Yeah, Legacy, absolutely agree. Lower sprints, even though you get lower rewards, absolutely better. And you can actually complete more sprints. So, it took me about 48 minutes to be able to get the same rewards as I would in a big one. So, yeah, I think it saves a good 10, 15, 20 minutes maybe at push. So, yeah, I absolutely don't blame anybody liking them because they were so much better. So, Russell P1, Alonso P6, well clear of the rival. Don't worry, Andrews. We look after the Andrews. Specifically to our community, Andrews, that is. And yeah, Andy in this game. So, I mean, they can't stay away, can they, at the moment? They're like flies when you go on holiday. Just all over you. But this is going to be a good win. The only problem is Miami is such a bad track to get because Miami is so slow. That is the only problem with that one. But it's going to be good. We're going to take a win and we're going to take points. And the rival's not going to be a million miles away. I think by calculations, it's a good 2.5 minutes slower is this track by the time you complete it. Should be a 6-lap race, not a 7. Definitely think they should knock a lap off. Make it a bit like Jeddah. Similar tracks really when you think about it. So ideally, they should be moving it down to what is, I think a 6-lap race would be fine around this circuit. 47 points. We never let anyone win. Never, Andrew. We get another gold crate, which is nice. And that's our second race complete, 91. So tough matchup first of all. Keep the pace on though. Let's see who we're going to go and get this time around. Hopefully a nice easy Bahrain track would be nice. Hey, called it. Called it. That's what we needed. If only we could call that a lot more. Because if we could, that'd be a lot better. But Bahrain will qualify competitively in P15 and P16. And softer mediums with our good friend Street Shark on the go as well. Oh, Andy, we'll return the favour one day. So here we go then. Out in Bahrain, under the night sky, under the lights. And again, already pushing ourselves through. Currently P6-4. And tell you what, up the inside is Mr. Russell, who puts himself into the top 2. Absolutely skating away. Faster than Bambi on ice. But he's in to P8. Ferrari sandwich for Fernando. How he wishes he was back in that car. Currently in P8. So, again, exactly the start you need in sprints. You need a good getaway. Nice clean air. And with the power unit levels that we've got, you should be able to quickly disappear into the distance. So P6 at the moment. And for any of you who like the F1 Manager, I might try and get a couple of videos out there to finish off the season of 2026 that we're in before the new one comes out. I know there's a couple of 100, 300 players that do like them videos, so I'll be absolutely trying to do it. Safety car, welcome. And hopefully we don't have you properly, safety car. Otherwise, we won't be happy. But welcome along, my friend. On a Friday, when you've got nothing else to do, we're out here chilling, watching me race some bots. But at the minute, it's all good. We're all here for the bad rewards. I know what you're after. But yeah, groups are still competitive out there. Even with the 400 points, the bigger increases, they're all still the same. So Russell P1. Alonso up to P6. And should be able to get back through quite easily with his speed that we've got. Up to P5, P4 already. Exactly what the doctor ordered. And Russell will come in pretty solid. So on to another, hopefully, 47 points by the time we get Alonso back through. And then we can conserve down. So build that power unit as much as you can. But is everyone looking forward to the opening round? Opening round tomorrow for the GP event from RB. Are we scared of the GP groups? Or are we excited to get through? Who's feeling nervous, anxious? Who's excited? I mean, I'm a little bit nervous. After a top 10 last week, we are very much going to be borderline getting a stronger group. So we've got to watch that one out. Could be tough for the account this weekend. But we have qualified well. That's the good thing. Always a bonus. I know, I can't believe it, safety car. Can't believe it. They'll come eventually, safety car. Maybe some people are behind. Same group as Andrew? Yeah, I mean, I think so. Opening round junior. David's going big time. Mixing it with the elite down there. But yeah, Andrew, I think we will be in the same group. Definitely. It's going to be tough. I don't think there's as hard groups, hard tracks this week. P50. Oof. Yeah, 8th place for me last week, which was great. First top 10 of the season. Could have got P1 if I didn't drop those 2 points. It would have been P1, which is so close. But everybody can say if they didn't do this, didn't do that, they'd have got that. So we have to live with it. But good solid win. 47 points. And we'll quickly speed through. Green crate under our belt. And off we go again. Rinse and repeat is what we call it. Finally champion for Neil. Andrew, here we go. Here we go with his cool Ayrton Senna profile picture. Let's go, Andrew. Let's see what you got. Oh, no. Andrew, make sure you never start a race just by clicking the button. Always go straight through the duel section. Andrew, race as fast as you can. Let's get this race done and you can catch them up. Let's be quick. You've got this. Full throttle. Let's go, Andrew. See, we can catch you back up to that leader. Well, that's what you've got to be. Efficient. And if you're good, Andrew, in terms of ready, we can ready up straight away. We can get each other again. We can catch up with everybody. So outside line crucial at Silverstone. There goes Alonso. He gets the outside line. That is, I mean, Silverstone is a little bit broke, I must admit, from turn 1. But if you get the outside line, you are laughing sometimes. As Alonso moves himself into the top 2. And George Russell coming through Maggots and Beckett's. No water pressure leak today, hopefully. And now we are going to be entering P1. Russell flying through then into the top 4. And by lap 1 complete, we are P1 and P4. Come on, Andrew, you got this. 9 and 10 coming through the pack as we speak. And remember, if anybody else wants to match up, you just have to simply search. And you've got to be around 150 team score within my 1,500. So if you've got that, feel free. It helps me finish these sprint crates quicker anyway. So Alonso will come in next lap. Russell, Charles Leclerc ahead of him. Yeah, David don't fancy it. I mean, it gets you the race quicker, David. You get that sprint crate. Weekly league all over 1 billion. That's incredible. That's quite surprising to see. But then again, did we have a coin boost this week? So that will also be why. And here we go, Andrew. Andrew's bringing the race to the party. Here we go. Yeah, it can be tough. You've seen me in this one, even with like 80. It's tough. That is a simple thing, Tricky. How do you know players who have been here before? Just mention Catch Me Be. That's how you know. And look at that. Andrew back into the lead. He's holding us up. He's being cheeky. As we go through Maggots and Beckett's. Come on. Yeah, he's tough competition, Andrew. Absolutely tough competition. Great player. Respect to him. Not so much when he's racing me, though, hey. Soft tyres for rival. Russell comes out P4. Bit of catching up to do. Andrew's got a chance here. I reckon you've got a small chance here, Andrew. It's not a million miles away. Any tips for beginners? One. Basically, you've got to match the track stats. So, if it requires a cornering, if it's a cornering series, go for cornering. If it's tyres, go for tyre drivers. Yeah, you basically need to match the stats. That's going to be your best way of starting off. We're trying to keep ahead. We've got the power unit to be able to do it. Yeah, Joanne, I've got plenty of series videos out there as well. So if you need some help getting through series 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 8 so far, we've got a video to help you on each of them. Aye, we're not mocking, Andrew. We're not. But we are sending George Russell now, Andrew, on attack. Beware, George Russell is coming for you. Here he comes. Into P3. No, absolutely not. Don't safety car. No, we don't need no safety cars. But no, have fun, safety car. Oh, we got through. We got through for the 47. Great race, Andrew. I mean, feel free to rival it up again. Great race. That was fun. That was fun. See, it's a lot more interesting playing against real players sometimes. You get a lot more fun out of the game. Let's just open these quickly. Keep the space. Hopefully have a couple of golds to open as well with the sprint crate. 185, so we're about just under halfway then. 5 races. Here we go again. We are towing our way to P1s. That's how you do it. It will be based on team score, basically, Kevin. You're going to need a decent enough team score to be able to compete, first of all, in Champions. So, players who can score okay in Champions, you probably want around 1,250 team score, something along them level. You will be and if you've got the boosts as well, if not, you're going to be looking at that 1,400 range to really stand a chance. And again, for anybody who is currently watching, if you are new to the channel, if you're not, if you're a player who just wants some help on the game, whilst we're live, whilst we're racing, ask them questions. Make the use of it. I know sometimes you can put comments on the videos and it can be a little bit slower, but if you want help right now and from the chat, these are good times for you to ask those questions. Because we can help you on the game as much as we can. As we are in P1, Andrew's got a good start. And as well, if you obviously give us a like button as well. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow. Anybody who is on there, give us it as well. Red Bull, welcome. As we get a nice double overtake into P5. Andrew's keeping the power unit. Can see him. Cyclone P1 for Kamegi. Let's go. Shame mine are terrible tonight so far, but that's a good pull. From India, welcome. Absolutely welcome. Hope you're doing well. Second week in champion for Neil. 50 of them street sharks. Absolutely, I'll send them in the post for you. No problem at all. But yeah, always good to help people. Always help as much as I can. Hopefully we can grow this community as much as we can. I'm not going that easy, Andrew. Trust me. I've got to watch my tyres to get to 4 laps here. So I've just managing at the moment. It's like when Max Verstappen gets in front and says his tyres are struggling, but actually he's putting in fastest laps. So Risky, Series 7 is all about your power unit. So you have got to forget every single stat that is available to you. Only focus on power unit. Another point that you can then go ahead and have is the fact that race start can really help you climb the ladder and the positions. So consider that one as well. Andrew, what tyres are we going here? This is interesting, isn't it? Just not boosting Alonso, just getting him some power unit back, really. So, Russell will come into the pits. Alonso will as well. Think it's too early for the old soft tyres, mediums. It's not very far away. I think we're only about 2 laps away from it. And Andrew has gone for the wets as well. So, equal strategies. I think that's the right choice. Because travelling around at the moment on them soft or medium tyres is just not going to be well enough at all. And he's got full power unit as well, Andrew. He's got a chance in this race. I'm telling you, he's going to be there or thereabouts. You could have gone one car with softs. The question is, oh no, DC, no way. Oh, it saved it. Yes. Now the question is, do I stay out or do I carry on? I don't know. I imagine it's a week or two away, Tricky. We're going to be surely slow. I'm going to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. We're going for it. I'm going to make the wrong decision. Let's see. This is going to be exciting then. Andrew pits for softs. I'm going to stay out for the wets. Am I going to be fast enough at this circuit to keep him at bay? There's the gap at the moment. It's a 0% track on the wet stuff. Can we keep... I mean, we're pretty quick so far. We're not that slow, you know. Which might actually help us. It just shows you this is good practice for when we race in GP and we get tracks like Miami in the wet to dry. Because you don't need to. You did get a point, absolutely. And that's a very solid effort as well. On merit. No easy going by me. I've got some good power unit left, but... yeah. Good race. I wouldn't have caught you up with that 30% anyway, I don't think. But that was good. That was good. And that just shows us that if we need a lap on wet tyres in the dry, we can do it in GP as well. So very good to know. Good little bit of data gathering. Always about learning. Yeah, so Risky, that will be the problem then. Your power unit for Series 7 at the moment is too low. So what I would potentially go ahead and do is drop to Series 6, which is race start, or even drop to Series 5, which is cornering, because you should have a very good cornering. And then what you can do is eventually come back up. You want probably over 100 power unit. That's really where you want to be in Series 7. Level 3 show, epic I assume. I imagine that should be good. But remember, we can't win every single race. That is one thing we have to remember. So, soft mediums. Playing Dave from Black Sails, potential bot. We'll find out. Dragon is good, but we're going to keep with Street Shark for now. It's doing us well. Burning for him as well at the minute. So, P13, P15. And lovely first corner into P2. So we've got around, I would say, 3 races until we are on for a sprint crate. Yeah, got a few to burn. Just a few, Frenchie. Could be worse, right? As Alonso is into the top 5. So we've got some great matches. We've had some really good racing with Andrew, with a few of the Russian team. We've had some good races this evening so far, and that is not what we needed at all. We don't want to get slowed down by a safety car. Just Pafo, welcome on Twitch. Hope you're doing good, Pafo. Welcome along in the slow and steady snail's pace of Bahrain with a safety car. Don't need to pit, don't need to do anything drastic just here. But I hope you're well. But yeah, nearly. I mean, it feels a bit weird to have 30 Friday sprints, I must say. Yeah, Risky, as always, we go through the series, we can't win them all, we can't progress as quick as we want to. So, by all means for yourself, it's all about just levelling up. That's why the game slows us down a little bit, because we need to level up just that little bit. So yeah, you want some decent... You want to be around the 90s, I would say. 100's probably a little bit too high, but you probably want to be up there towards the 90... late 90s. But you're probably 1 or 2 car parts away. That's probably it. You're not that far at all. So, yeah, you'll be okay. You will get there. Boosts is a key as well. You obviously need to use good boosts. which is harder. If you get a bot, you'll probably be fine. But again, with real players, it's always going to be tough, no matter what. And then we will go racing for probably a dash here to soft tyres. We'll have Alonso come in here. Try and get... I mean, we might double stack. I don't know if Russell can do another lap. We kind of need him to do an extra lap because we are going to double stack quite badly. But Alonso will be fine to come in. And I think I've got enough unit in there, enough tyres to be able to do it. Shasty, welcome. What I'll probably do is I will do it after the sprint. So we're only about 2 races off, I think, at the moment. Potentially 3. And then I'll show you. But it's all-out power unit parts for Series 12. Just because I want to try and catch up on this sprint group. That is the only reason. You can still do that, Risky, yeah. Still can work. It's a little bit tough. Remember, in sprints, you want to be getting as many points as you can, not just taking the wins. As Russell comes in. Now, we're in a little bit of trouble here. Unless that Danny Rick's going to pit again. I didn't see his tyres. And he is going to pit. That's fine. We can push Russell all the way. So this should be good in the bank. Rival's got no power unit to really push to either. As we're going to hit P1. And this is going to be a very decent win. But yeah, no worries. Obviously, I would like to show you straight away. But yeah, need to just try and see if I can keep this up first. As Russell trying to get P2. Trying to get the 47s. And we have done that. So up to P2, Mr. Russell goes in Bahrain. And we're going to be on for good points. That is what we needed. Good points. George Russell rounds the final corner. Taking the front 2 positions. Russell and Alonso. Gotta be getting a better reward this time, surely. Rival P3, P4. Good finishing bot there. Shame about the safety car. 47 points. So we'll continue through. Don't know how many points we're on. I think we've got about 2-3 races left. Skip through them quickly. How many points are we on? 278. So we've got 122 points we need from 3 races. 122. So we need about 41 points a race. Yeah, Juan, we've got loads. We've had 4 years of playing the game. Andrew's took his break, he's back. This is
Karun, we've got a new subscriber.
And Rizky, really appreciate the subscribe as well. Thank you very much. Just for your information, when we get to 10,000 subscribers, we are going to be doing a big giveaway for it as well. Plenty of in-game items to hopefully give away. So there'll be plenty more to come. So stay tuned for that one. The quicker we get there, the quicker everybody gets some as well. Let's go. Yeah, well, perfectly matched them. So, P14 and P20 for our starts. And Andrew is away on the skull. Turn 1, always a pain, Andrew. It's always a little bit of a lottery. And that is exactly how it turns out to be. Where's your other car? Verstappen P10. Alonso, you've got the upper hand at the minute. You've got the upper hand. He's flying away. Is this your moment? Yeah, James needs books. Big time. So we've got a little bit of hunting to do here. Andrew's getting nervous. He's in the lead. He's watching the gaps all the time to see if they're coming up or they're going down. Andrew's trying to focus. I'm going to try and keep putting him off. Do everything in my power. I'll let you concentrate, Andrew. Don't worry. Oh, he's into P4. He's going well. And he's got a good gap on us. Wow, making it even harder for us. You're not going to say. You nearly caught me out with that one. So, it's game on here in Bahrain. We're on the back foot. And I don't think I'm going to be able to catch you, if I'm honest. You're actually pretty quick. We are into the lead. Soft tyres going on as well. Just scraped past him. And both got full power units as he goes back through again. And we go back through. All the way to the finish. We're going for it. It's game time now. Sammy, welcome back. Here we go. The race is on. Here in Bahrain. Andrew leads P1. Me P2, P4. Back markers getting in the way. Back markers getting very annoyingly in the way. Now we've got some power unit. I think you've got this, Andrew. Think you've got it. And it's on merit. Absolutely, this one. We're right behind him. Can we reel him in like a big fish at the darts? He's got to watch his tyre management, though. As here comes Fernando Alonso. Oh, no. No, it's not the back markers. The back markers absolutely killed me. Oh, I told you back markers are an issue. No, wait, I got stuck behind the back marker. Oh, wow. I literally pulled out that corner. Was about to go clear. And I got stuck. Great race. Enjoy. Oh, so much enjoyable.
Kevin!
Oh, no, it's back. And a platinum. There you go. Yeah, that was unlucky. That was unlucky. Great for you, Andrew. Happy. Won on merit. Indeed. So, 2 more races until we get another sprint crate. Just the 2. Platform the next race. We could hope. We could hope. So then, let's see how many points. But welcome, Sammy. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm not liking at the moment. I do feel, and it's not anything to do with, well, it's got a little bit to do with that race, but overall, I think back markers are a pain again. I really think they are a little bit of a pain again in this race, this game. I know in GP it's been very, very tough when I've come against them, so well, hopefully they'll get on top. So P10, the rival is already absolutely clear. So we're already on lap 1, corners 4 and 5, well off the pace. P5, P6. Yeah, I'll bet, Andrew. I'll bet you did. You deserve it, mate. You deserve it. We've had some great races. Another great one there. So we'll get ourselves up to P4 and P5. Just conserve down. What's the rival using? Frost boost. Can we get past? Struggling to get past. On Lewis at his home Grand Prix. Confidence through the roof for the Mercedes driver. Just got to keep pushing. See if we can close the gap. Back for mediums. We are closing the gap. They're just quite a big gap. Yeah, him out, absolutely. 2 years without a win. And to win back at the home Grand Prix is absolutely ecstatic for him. Not a massive fan of Lewis myself, but he deserves that race win. So in 4, medium tyres we go. Russell on to softs. There's the old battery coming up. We knew that was coming at some point. Don't worry, the charger works now. Which is good. Russell P3. Just not going to gain anything really. Yeah, Peter, I'll have a look. Is it urgent, Peter? Or can I have a look after this? After like the stream, I should say. Yeah, Rosberg had some hard battles. I remember that battle at Barcelona where they took each other out. There's some bit of a tasty rivalry, Rosberg and Hamilton. We have caught the rival up quite nicely here. We have had pace in this race. We are doing well on conserving. Feel like I'm in a little bit of a rhythm at the moment with these two cars. Always just trying to conserve where I can. As we go through Maggots and Beckett's down the hanger straight. P3, P4. And again, just going to push out of the corners. Currently a fan. So I am a Ferrari fan. Have been since the 90s. However, I am currently a big McLaren fan. I am massively liking McLaren. Yeah, tricky Miami. Not a good track to get. We are catching this guy, but the problem is he's literally got power unit for days now. He's going to be so much quicker than me. With this team score matchup as well. You'll see he'll start pushing off any second. We can push now. Let's see if we can ruin the party of 47 points as a late lunge. And there we go. Alonso is through into P2. Can we hunt down the rival? Can we snatch P1 from this rival? It was comfortable pretty much all the way through the race for him. And now the race is on. Coming up to Cops we go. We'll take the aerial helicam view. He's got to be watching his tyres just a little bit. Through Maggots and Beckett's, down the Wellington straight. Can Fernando Alonso find room to overtake? It's going to be a late lunge. If it is, he's pushed wide. He's not going to get through. All that excitement for nothing. Damn. He held on. 44 points. I thought we nearly had him then. I thought we had a chance. It wasn't meant to be. And we've lost quite a lot of these races. 366. Back markers a little bit annoying. That could have helped us this time, but didn't really help us that much. And we're off again. These matchups have been brutal. Brutal this evening. Back to Silverstone we go. If we can get through this circuit quicker on the opening lap, we will stand a chance against this rival. I will tell you now. Ryan Evening, welcome. We need the good start, though. That's what we need. And it's not been going that way, especially from P5 and P8. What can you do? But only 33 points or so needed for a sprint crate. Start dropping them comments. What are we going to get? What is our reward going to be this time? We've had Zhou Guan Yu and Zenith. It's been terrible so far. And it looks like potentially a bot, which is good. Thought it would be a real player. Seemed to match up pretty quick like a real player. Frenchie goes Kevin. Yeah, 4 softs we can do. But just like to push a little bit more on the first lap. And that restricts me if I don't. Now I can probably do it. Because I'm already into P4 with Alonso. Piastri I wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind Lando Norris or Hamilton. They'd both go to level 5 if I got one of them. So let's push Russell. Let's do 4 laps with Alonso. He will go backwards. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine, he says. But we're ahead at the moment. P1, P4. As the rival will catch us. Slows us down. Annoyingly. And then let's push ourselves. We'll be able to close that gap up pretty quickly. And there goes the rival. Look how quick he gets through on the hard tyres there. Lightning quick. And Alonso can definitely do the 4 laps. Just means we can't push if I want to try that. Extra level Alonso, level 7, would probably be very tasty indeed. Probably be very good. But Russell is P2. And catching. Alonso has got full power unit. Which is good as well. And we're just about pulling the pin now. Letting our drivers go for it when need be. Alonso will push the next 3 laps. Or at least 2 of them with his power unit. 4 softs he literally can do. Rival's gone for hard tyres. We'll see if we can catch them back up. I don't think we will. I think that'll be too tough. Any more guesses in the chat for what we're going to get in the crate? Got to be somewhat good this time round. And now Alonso will pit. So will the hard tyre rival. So Russell should come out in P1 on the softs. Alonso to take it to 7. If only it was close enough. I think it's very early level 6. If only, that would be a dream. That would be a massive pull. 7 Russell though from GP. Having that 128 was massive. That really helped us. And where's the rival now? Currently going through cops. So a little bit of work to do if we want to get 47. We don't need it. 11 Hamilton. Could be more though. Could be 20 if we get P1. I can only really remember one safety car that cost us. We've had Miami as well, so we've had a slower track Miami. Usually, what you do is you conserve on the straights and you attack through the corners. That's where your speed is, pretty much. I might have pushed a little bit too late on this one, but luckily we're on softs. Yeah, I mean, you can chill on orange. It's not a problem, but you're going to be a bit faster if you do manage. Trust me. Conserving and attacking is what's got to be done. Let's see, though, if we can get P2. P2's on hards, about to run out of power unit. It's going to feel like Hamilton, Puncture and Max Verstappen closing down to try and catch Leclerc. I think they're just a little bit too far away, though. Yeah, don't worry, Ryan. We're about on that last race now. We are catching. Yeah, always worth I know it's gonna get very tough to get used to here, but you'll see me keep flicking between the two, and that's exactly what we're trying to do. It's just trying to maximise as much power unit as we can. 46 points, probably a P4 crate Or coinage, I should say here. Wouldn't surprise me. P2 again. We got beat by Moon the Loon, I think it was, from Norway Drags. Yeah, we can't get the P1. We can't get the P1. Maybe we'll probably do one more. That'll leave us up to another 55 minutes, and then that will be it. So we'll get through this one pretty quickly. And then we'll go for one more completion. And let's take a look what we are going to get. We've had the guesses in already. 20 Nexus. 9 Logan Sargent. 9 Danny Rick. We've had terrible rewards so far. This one. It's only P2, but Series 12 has come out of the pipes. That is a good pull. Only P2. It would have been nice if we got 20, but that could have been 20 Hawk in P1. You never know. So to take 8 of a Series 12 engine, we are not going to complain one bit about that one. Not at all. We can't complain about it. That is good. That is good. But I'd love a P1. It's been a couple of P2s now in a row. Probably got time for one more to bring us up to that 3-hour stream mark. And welcome back, Mark. Just getting the Powerhouse Series 12 out of a P2. Some George Russell in there. Some Sargent. Some Juggernaut. And 2 Mr. George Russell. It's George Russell coming along a little bit nice there. Indeed. Let's open this next one. Some ballast boost. Some more to help some asset trading down the line. Powerlift is a good one. 304 out of 400. Trying to get that to level 8. And if I don't know if they're still here, but Alonso and Russell is my current setup. And that is the car as well. 278. Can't get any more power unit out of that. It is literally the best I've got so far. Needing Powerlift, Beast, Reactor, and Powerhouse to be upgraded. We only started with about 300 million. So I think we've only pretty much won 2 more than we've lost at this rate. Yeah, well, Dante Zero 1651. Wow. That's one of the biggest matchmaking I have seen. That is ridiculous. That is mad. P5, P6. That is bonkers. Wow, who's your money on in this race? Yeah, well, probably David. Yeah, you're probably not wrong on that one. Not a real player. That's our saving grace here. We can still overcome. This rival is going to be very quick. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a maxed out Albon and a maxed out Alonso. Push him pretty early. And we've got to try and follow through, but not literally. P3, P8. Got to stick with. I think they're going to be very quick here. Remember, we've got boost though. Which is, I can't push Russell too much though. That's a problem. Probably going to just cut down as Alonso gets stuck. So I'm going to have to concede some speed here and look after the power unit. He will get past P2. But I feel like that is a need to have. And there you go. Look how long that power unit is lasting for the rival. Absolutely incredible. Not a lot we can do on the mediums, I'm afraid. I know. I like your confidence in me. But I think this car for the rival is unbelievably quick. I don't think I'm going to be able to even catch him in this race. Russell carries on. Yeah, good luck, David. Hey, you'd rather match me, mate. That'd have been easier for you. So I don't think we are. He's way ahead. No way we're winning this race. Impossible. These are the races that we need some sort of luck from somewhere. Because look how quick he is. A good solid 9.5 seconds clear. But we'll take the 43 points. There's been some ridiculously matchmaking heavy tonight. And Dante absolutely a very, very strong opponent. Now, the only help is that he's gone for the hard tyres. But he's still going to have 2 laps of pushing at full power unit in there. And it is going to be tough to try and hold back. We are going to go on the softs. We are going to be super quick compared to the hard. I mean, it has been tough rivals. Usually in Series 12, you can get away with quite a lot of racing with easier bots, easier rivals. But today has been incredibly difficult. So we're just conserving. We are going to jump out into P3 still. Medium tyres. Russell goes for softs. He's even got a lot quicker pit stop, as you can imagine. And we need to try and get ahead. It's the hard tyres that is my concern. To try and catch that hard tyre is going to be tough. But can we pull one out the bag? Can we believe in a miracle? And he is now pushing. So we're going to have to push as well. Especially on Russell. Got to keep this going. Got to see if we can manage where we can manage. We're going to have about half a lap of attack against this guy. You can see he is way ahead on that hard. Look how quick he catches us down the straight. Unbelievable. Max Verstappen in P24, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on there? What's he done? Why is he so bad in this race? Someone forgot to fit a tyre or something to Max Verstappen's car. I don't think we're going to catch. He's going to be slow through some of the corners, but look at the distance between the two cars. Unbelievable. Yeah, I didn't expect he'd be that far down, eh? Here comes an out. Even Bottas is ahead of him. And there's the rival. We've caught him quick. And we're into P1. Oh, yeah. Out of nowhere.
Yes, guys. Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, his tyres must have fell off or something, Kamegi. Someone's not fitted a part correctly on Max. Good win. I don't want to check too... Oh, platinum as well. Oh, Hutch. Level 8 L1, level 8 Alonso. And that is what you call a max setup. 1651. Power unit absolutely maxed. We have just beat a max bot. And what? This has been so tough matchmaking tonight. This has been incredible. This has been bonkers. As we head off to Melbourne. Yeah, max bot. Max. It was a max bot, yes. Interesting. P15, P17 on the back foot yet again. I'm just going to use the same boost. They're absolutely doing me okay at the moment. Let's go. Softs. Two-stop is not the way round this circuit. Do not like a two-stop. I might be proved wrong. Never like a two-stop round here. And we've got away well. But it's going to edge and flow all the way until a few corners in. And we are up to P1. Russell into the lead. And we've got a nice little gap already over the rival. P1 and P4. Should get a little bit better as well. Into P3. And into P2. Beautiful. Rival left behind a little bit at the moment. So, yeah, so a two-stop doesn't really work because mediums you can push quite well and keep on a one-stop. So, that's your problem with it. I prefer a one-stop so much better than the two-stop. Now, we'll let the rival go, but he's using his power unit. He's using everything he's got. We'll just try and keep a little bit with him. And then we'll cut back down. We'll just do it after this corner. There you go. As long as we keep near him, we'll gain the power unit back. And we'll just get that power unit. Now, he's got a pit. And he's going to come out maybe clear. Yeah, I think in this one, though, you can always get a gap between your two drivers. So you're often fine to go ahead and do a two-stop. Now, what I do is I'll sacrifice Alonso here and not push him. He'll go to softs again. And then I'm going to... Because Alonso has got so good of a tyre management that I can literally just probably do 4 mediums pushing as much as I want. 398 tricky. That is horrible. So we'll let the rival catch up. That's not a problem. We're going to at least try and slow him down a little bit. And already we're coming out of the pits on Russell. And we're ahead of the two-stopping rival. So again, exactly what we wanted. Alonso hopefully can get ahead of that Ferrari, which I think he has. Or not yet. Oh, come on, Alonso. Just got to gain the power unit. Oh my God, what is this overtaking? Finally. So rival's pushing. Let's try and live with him. He'll get past on the softs, but he hasn't got the power unit like we have. So he should catch up straight away. And there you go, straight back into P1. Mediums versus softs. And it's going to edge and flow all the time now. Just got to conserve again. He's not going to have too much power unit to be able to push me. And he's even got danger of Fernando Alonso coming through. I mean, he could still win me here and prove me wrong, but I don't believe a two-stop is that quick. Unless your back markers get in your absolute way, like I'm about to feel now. So into P2, Alonso goes. That's going to help us for at least a split second as we try and hold him hunting down. Can we just keep him to in and fro in? Yes, we can. George is okay on tyres. Alonso is still keeping him at bay. I said we'd sacrifice Alonso. That is exactly what we're doing. And I'll leave a bit of power unit in there. And then we'll go again for the attack. All about managing that power unit nicely. And you can see the one stop of Russell, absolutely clear. We left Alonso to defend a little bit in this race to hold him up. And that is exactly what we need. As we come through the final few corners, Russell wins clear. Alonso is going to come home in P2. A very, very solid race. And it's advantageous on that one. Let's go. Jartman, welcome. Hope you're good, Jartman. And a green crate for our troubles. So 2 races down already. Open that one quickly. Nothing any good in green crates usually anyway. Platinum is in there. It's been bonkers on matchmaking tonight. I have never known Series 12 be like this. We're off to Bahrain this time. It's quite crazy. But let's see. It is very crazy, this is. On the back foot for qualifying. Again, 15th and 17th. Jartman, it's all good. Our team, all good. Burning through the Street Sharks. We want P1 crate this time. Got to be going for the P1 this time. But here we go. Not the best start in the world, I think you can agree. We haven't even got off the line pretty much. It's a very, very slow start on a very fast race start boost. And we are on the back foot completely right now with a P4 and a P6. So we have managed to gain some time here. We're going to just keep pushing. Try and get past Max in P3. And then we're going to be all about trying to live with the car ahead. Gaining power unit, looking after it as well. That is the order of the day. Again, just trying to look after. We are closing, but that rival's in on softs. That's good. We've got about the similar power unit levels. They don't cut down as quick, and that is not what we needed. That is not what we needed. Boost helps, FTBL. Absolutely, boost do help. And our team's going good, Jartman, of course. Rivals coming out. Just jumped ahead then. Gone for hard tyres. That's probably a good call. Actually, why didn't I do that? That's a very good call. I probably should have done that. Yeah, I should have done it, David. You are absolutely right. I don't know why I didn't. I was thinking there was 5 laps to do. There is, but one of them's going to be under this safety car. Yeah, made a bit of a boo-boo on that one. But he's gone softs on his other car, but it's not really going to matter. Yeah, should have gone hard. He'll be slow, but another pit stop is going to be killer for us. We need to get Alonso through ASAP. If we can get Alonso through and create the gap, we might not be too bad. Let's push off. We'll get Russell in this time. We need to get past this hard tyre really quickly. He's going to be pushing for 2 laps. So we need the pace advantage. There, we're through already on Alonso. If Russell can get past, might slow him up a little bit as well. But not at the moment. Still got a pit though, and he's going to just cruise on the hards, I imagine. You look at him, how he keeps pace with us. I mean, hard should never keep you that close anyway, let's be honest. Should never be that close. The only thing I can do here, and I'm going to do a bit of race management, is I'm just going to try and slow him down. That's all I'm going to try and do. I know my tyres are going to run out. I'm not going to catch him. But I want to try and just cause him a little bit of pain. Just want to try and cause him that little bit of extra pain. Oh, well, I was pushing, but I missed the button. That's annoying. Keep missing the button for some reason. Not helping us. We do close him up a little bit, but he's got enough power unit to seal it. Should have gone for hards. I know I made that mistake straight away when I realised. Alonso did well to try and slow the gap down. But he's way gone now. 8 Hamilton per second. That's good, Tricky. That is good. So, yeah, well gone. But we'll take it. It's okay. We move. Little bit of a mistake. Should have gone for the hard tyres. Tried to slow him down. And we'll take the 44 points, is it? Yes, 44. That's all right. Little bit of a mistake, but that is absolutely okay. We'll probably get him again. 1487. Just didn't think I'd get the hards through. I might as well start that one. 136. Probably get him again. Different. Levent from Turkish Fire this time. Let's go. Let's do this. To Bahrain again. Come on. What we got? Any safety cars, we know about it this time, that's for sure. And a bit of an even qualifying. 14 and 15. We had a bad race start in that race as well, I remember. Let's go. Let's go. Can we get a good start? Gladiator usage for the rival. And we are on the Street Shark. Again, not getting away brilliantly with Fernando, but I tell you what, that's the quickest I've seen a car get into P1 off the start. And George Russell already into the lead. And Fernando Alonso is ahead of the rival as well. He's now into the top 4. So P1 and P4 is a lovely little start. Could be P3. It will be P3. So rival's got to catch up. Have a good one, Andrew. Brilliant racing. Look after yourself and good luck for the weekend, Andrew. Not too sure about live tomorrow. I will definitely record early hours, but I'm not too sure if it will be a live yet. But if I do get the chance, I will, of course, let anybody know. But nothing planned in just yet. Might be a bit busy. But I'll put a Discord at everybody out as soon as I know. But good luck, have a good one. Armando, welcome. Welcome along, Armando. Hope you're doing good. But Russell P1 looking pretty tasty. Omatiro, welcome. Hope you're doing good, mate. Hope you're doing just fine. Nice to see some new names around here. So, coming out in P2. Rival still got to pit. Got good power unit left, though. So, they will be back for some more troubles. And they are currently pushing as well. So, just got to manage that one as best as we can. And that's all we need to do. Alonso, conserve. Russell coming out of the pits. Should be absolutely fine. Yeah, all good we are, Armando. All good. We've had some mixed luck with the old sprint crates this evening. We've had Zenith, Zhou Guan Yu, and also Powerhouse. We've only had one P1, and that was Zhou Guan Yu. I think it was. Or it was Zenith. Can't remember. Might have been Zenith. So it's not been great on the reward front, but we're trying. P2 for David, 8 Sainz. That's not too bad, David, 8 Sainz. Not the best usage of a driver, but could be a lot worse. Who you could have got. And now the rival. Just trying to close the gap, but they're out of power unit. So we should be able to stay relatively clear here. With a lap to go. You can see them just pushing to try and catch up. Back markers again coming along to try and be a pain. And the rival is catching. But as we hit the line, we will push. And they will not be able to live with us. DC time coming up as well, so that could be interesting to see if we do get a disconnect. Hopefully not, but you never know. As Russell is through. And now on to Alonso. We are well clear. A beautiful 47 is what we take. As Russell comes across the line. Level 7 Russell, not too bad at all. That is a good result. What we wanted. 47 versus the 43. Going okay, Armando, at the moment. Not too bad at all. It's just got into Series 10. So just into Series 10 for the free-to-play. 183 then. Mihei, welcome. Some tips for new-to-players. So the easiest tip to probably say is that you have to match the stats of the track to your car. So if it says that it's a speed circuit, you need all-out speed with a little bit of qualifying for your setup. And your drivers, if it says race start, if it says cornering, for example, you want to take, or not cornering, of course, race start, overtaking, defending, tyres, you want all that match off as well. Really does pay to you to match the stats. I'm going to try Street Shark on this one. It's been working very well so far, Street Shark Boost, so we're going to keep on going. And again, another real player. So many real players tonight. It's been incredible. We're on mediums for all. Pit lane's going to be busy on lap 4. And we get a okay start. George Russell round the outside. Gladiator for the rival. And we are going to try and snatch P1, which we can. So P1, Hamilton moves aside. Alonso does now get through. And we're going to keep on pushing to pull the gap. So P1 will let the rival catch up. I'm not too fussed if they come through. They're using all of their power unit. We'll probably just lose out. But again, we'll just keep within them. Conserve on the power as well. They're using all of that power unit right now. They can't, Tricky. Hey, you can do that. It's not the best strategy, but that is something you can do, yes. Only spend points on K-Mag. K-Mag is good in the early series. That is what's funny. K-Mag is very solid of a driver this season. So we keep the power unit topped up. Rival is constantly pushing, which is good for us. We're going to try and just top up all the time with Fernando. And that rival is definitely going to be struggling later on with no power unit. Always pushing. And again, if he overtakes me, fair enough. We'll have the power unit to come back. We'll bring Alonso a little bit closer. We'll probably push all the way in now. Make use of it. VPN you can. Interesting. As Alonso just cruising. Got him on absolutely 100% power unit mode. And he is going to be pretty quick then. Yeah, Billy, so it is what you need to do is you need to get past as many cars as you can on lap 1. Remember, the bots have got to come through the cars as well. But you definitely want to do that. Remember, if you don't, you only match off with them equally anyway. So you definitely always want to use it off the start. You need a good race start on this game. That is where you make a lot of positions very quickly. So we've just got to get past P4. That is why we are currently not winning this race. And it's George Russell leading. Could be tricky. Yeah, I've never matched with anyone from an A, I must say. Never. So just watching out for where we are on the power unit. He's got no power unit left. Fernando is coming along nicely as well. A few back markers coming into play. We need to try and get past them. If we can. And get past them very quickly indeed as well. Alonso's catching. He is a man on a mission. It'd be nice to try and steal another point off them. They've saved a bit of power unit though. So I don't think we're going to be able to gain much off them. But let's push from here. All the way then, Fernando Alonso to the finish. He's going to be hunting down some rival cars. We're in the mess of the back markers. And we're going to just try and squeeze past them as quickly. There's P3. So he might be able to steal another point. We can't crash either. No, they turned that off, Tricky. So it did used to be able to crash. But they turned it off this season, I think it was. Or end of last season. Rival running out of tyres. That's good news for me. If we could take P2 would be nice. And how about that? 47 points. Oh my god, no way. No way. Oh, we DC'd. I couldn't save it. I couldn't save it. Right at the end. That is killer. That is going to put us out of the sprint group. Literally going to put us out of the sprint group. And boy, just in case anybody's wondering, the reason I did that was to change to 5G to try and save it. But we couldn't save it. That is horrible. No way. Hutch with the 9 o'clock disconnects. And we would have been clear. We would have been so clear. So yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, if your game does crash, if you're on Wi-Fi or you're on 5G, if you go to Wi-Fi or go to 5G, you can reset the server link and it does catch you. That's why you saw me disconnect it then. It didn't work. We were right on the line. We'd already finished with one car. And the Hutch servers, 9 o'clock-ish every day will cause you disconnects. So a hard-fought race, well, it weren't even that hard. It was quite an easy race in the end. Absolutely means that we are now at a race behind. Terrible. What can you do? You can't do anything. But Hutch don't address that as a problem. They go, oh, you got 3 points. It's because you had an issue with Wi-Fi. Or you had an issue with your 5G. In that case, it simply just destroyed us. And you all know that my connection is fine because I'm streaming. So you know it's absolutely fine. There's no excuse that way. Otherwise, my stream would stop. My stream takes more connection than this does. Which is annoying. But that is the standard. If you ever get anybody disconnect, you've got to avoid around the 9 o'clock time. It is brutal for disconnects. Absolutely brutal. But we are a race behind now in theory. So unless we've got an easy sprint group, we are not going to take P1 now. But that could happen to other people as well. Lacey, I think it's just a server refresh that they do. Nice work, Kamegi. Sadly, we disconnected, so yeah. Hutch servers back with a bang. I don't know what they do. They just do like a reset, a pure reset of the server. And literally it gets to around 5 past 9 UK time and it just disconnects itself. That's always been the case. But obviously I can't stop because you never know when it's going to happen in that period. But Hutch never addressed it as an issue. I don't know why they never have. Because it's clearly an issue. That's why Jules, GP, especially GP, never race at that 9 o'clock UK time. Always give it 20 minutes. Let it pass. Yeah, oh, it could be only you, yeah. Sometimes you don't always get it, though, Kamegi. Sometimes you can be lucky and you don't get it. But I don't get it that often, because I stream on a Monday and Tuesday, remember, and don't get it. But today I do. So it's all about luck on that front. We're going to need luck in this group now, because we are behind. We got to hope that somebody else disconnected. We've got to hope that we don't get Miami's. We hope that they get safety cars. We were literally, we'd crossed the line with one car. We'd secured 24 points. And then we just... Not good. But we're clear in this one. Absolutely clear. Ah, so annoying. So annoying. I don't know what happened, Tricky. I don't know how many points I got. I'm not too sure. I thought it said I was on 160 something, so I don't know if the only the P1 counted as 24. Not too sure. It should be, yeah, it should be 0 points. But because it was so late in the race, I didn't know if it would count, but I'm not usually ever on 160 because obviously I go 45, 45, 45, 45. He's obviously 180, so I'm sure it said 167 or something, unless I was on 141. If anybody is watching the stream and wants to go back to the scoreboard and let me know, but I'm on the last lap anyway. And Rivals quite a while back. That's so brutal. Yeah, I think we've all tried that, Tricky, haven't we? We've all tried to do a DC. Yeah, that's killer. But that's why you know it's a proper issue, because my stream didn't disconnect. If anybody's watching, my screen disconnected because I disconnected Wi-Fi to try and save it. But... Right, we continue. We continue. Green crate. I just don't think I'm in contention now. We will quickly have a look. See if we're even there. 230. We can still win this. 230. So that means... Did it count? How are we on 230? It must have counted. I'm sure I was only on about 160. I'm going to have to go back on the stream in a bit and have a look. But surely it did count. Because I was behind him by about 20 points a minute ago. That is one for the rewind. So let's go. Let's continue the point scoring. So if we're on 230 then, we still need 170 points. So we have literally got 4 races to complete, including this one at Miami. Now, that rival probably is ahead of us in terms of races, so we've still got to hope and pray that we can finish with a P1 would be nice. You're on 183, so it must have counted then. I mean, I would have got 47 from that one. The only thing I can think of is it counted. I was on 183, he was on 197. Would that make sense? I want to say. And he only got about 30 points the next race, so maybe we're okay. Yeah, 183. But I don't know if I got 5. I don't know if he took. Obviously, we're not going to know. I don't know how many races I'd done at that point. But anyway, we're in the lead as it stands. But I believe he's probably already in a race. But it's just annoying. But let's get this reward. Let's finish off. Hopefully, because we got a disconnect, Hutch are going to bless us with a surprise. Player, welcome. Hope you're doing good, player. Welcome to the stream. So, Alonso can go mediums. No problem here. Because it's a channel name. Well, fair play, player. No problem. RML, welcome back. We are on our last sprint crate. We've got 4 races, which includes this one to do after a disconnect. So, racing hard to try and catch up and stay ahead. So, P2, P1. As he come into the pits, Russell continues on. So we should be able to cruise this one now. Should be able to. Well, it can be hard at the first, absolutely. It can be. But we're absolutely clear. At the start, it's probably the hardest. Because literally it takes you a lot to get used to. So that is why it will be pretty difficult to start with. You're not wrong on that one at all. So P1, P2. Once you get used to it and you start understanding the mechanics and how your cars tend to work, the boosts that are involved, you will be very much a different player. Worth going to Series 12. What you've got to think about, RML, is that it is at the moment, because it's power unit, it's fairly easy. Obviously, it will refresh and the tracks will rotate again. We don't know what they are going to be at the moment. So we've got to kind of wait to see. I would probably wait. If they dropped another car series for 12, like, I don't know, Speed, I would go, because at least all your setups are on one. When you get to setups that are balanced setups, when it's like a defending or a race start or a overtaking, it's going to be a lot more difficult in Series 12. So you got to factor that in. Definitely, when it comes to it. But this is looking good. This is looking easy. So, Billy, the only things that people buy a lot is the GP crates. So you should see the GP crates in the store at the moment. They are the ones that a lot of people purchase. Aside from the pit pass. You will see me always open with books, the crates. That is my way of trying to get through the game. Yeah, well, Series 11 at the moment is a lot tougher, isn't it, RML? Because you've got literally balanced circuits. So if you're doing all right in there, you'll probably do absolutely fine in Series 12. What team score are you? Sprints are tough, yeah. Well, hopefully, Tricky, they get reduced sprints, and they'll be a little bit better. Hopefully. So P1 for Alonso, P2 for Russell, 47 points. Yeah, 240 points. I mean, power unit is over strong by about 1 million, isn't it? Let's be honest. 1268, I think you'll be fine. 277, we're just staying ahead, but obviously he's ahead in terms of races. So obviously if we can do 2 more here, or 3 more obviously, 1-4-11. Now time. So yeah, it's a big... Oh, not Miami again. We need the quick circuits, not Miami. If he's got 2-5-5... He's got about 4 races then. He'll need to complete. Why is this froze? We're back. He's got 4. I've got 3. Nasos, do you mean the arrow buttons for the engine? Is that what you mean? Or the actual boost bottles? How do you mean? If you want about the engine modes, basically go blue on the straights, go medium through some short sections, and go aggressive in the corners. Yeah, Tricky, that's annoying if you haven't got it. Absolutely annoying. As we're racing then, real player, and we've got a brilliant start. Both cars nearly into the top 2. But we're going to have to set up a P4 at the moment, as we are ahead of the rival. And we're going to try and stay ahead. George Russell, remember, can't do the tyre management of the free soft. Well, 3 to 4, then mediums. He's got to cut down a little bit, which we will do now. So we'll cut down on Alonso, just save his power unit, because we'll be okay against the rival. And now it's all about just keeping that power unit back. Yeah, Vector, this is the slow track. So if you're playing sprints and you get Miami, like this is a 2 in a row, I think, for Miami, it is a very tough track. Very slow track. But we didn't really need this one at the moment. We wanted a nice quick circuit. That is not what's happened. As we're going to try and just give some rivals some pain. With Russell. Again, keeping that power unit pretty nicely. Top. Catching the rival down the straight. He's looking after his power unit at the moment. He wasn't watching his mirrors because there's a lunge from George. I think we know the drivers, Billy. I think the drivers are out there on the event. Can anyone help Billy with knowing what is the 10% driver next week? Because I can't look at the moment. Oscar Piastri, is it next week? So big driver next week. Or Gasly. We've got a few different ones coming up. Never. So Russell carries on. Show 2. Yeah, Series 8 is tough, Vector. It might be your car. Always consider dropping to Series 7 power unit, because that can be very, very good as well. Just to grind out coins. Grind them coins hard. Twiggy, nice of you to join us through the stream. Look after yourself. Hope you have a good one. Thanks for spending your evening here with us, or afternoon or morning, wherever you are. So, we'll have Russell come into the pits. Yeah, I enjoyed Series 7 a lot, Vector. So, when I raced in Series 7 for a couple of weeks, Series 8 was pretty easy. Oscar, Fury, and Turbojet. Oof. So, Oscar Piastri, a Series 11 epic. I imagine some of the big spenders will be going hard on Oscar Piastri as one of the first big epic Series 11 to come along. And rivals used all the power unit, but Danny Rick, I don't think he'll catch us too much. He is pretty close. Oscar, then Gasly, then Williams. So Albon, not too far away. Gasly's good as well, though. Gasly's decent. So a few big fish to come then for driver-wise. Getting into some juicy drivers. As George Russell is going to hit P2 nicely. With 2 laps to go. And the rival, I think, is just going to cruise home to a possible P. Free P4. Doesn't matter if he gets Alonso, though, because we'll send Russell to the front. Yeah, Gasly's got good... I think it's overtaking and race start, isn't it? Gasly's been very good for me in times. Vegas, he's been unbelievable. The old Logan, I don't think, will ever be usable until he gets about a 65% boost. So through we go. Final lap at Miami. We'll then have 2 laps to go. 2 races to go. Yeah, Vector, absolutely. My livery you can get on other people's cars. It was because the players were in the community championship team that I had for last year. He will be good, yes. Logan's not bad. So what are we going to do here? Russell's going to compete. Yeah, I wondered where it had gone tricky. Missing out the garage. But Russell completes. Alonso completes. Rival not too far away. And that is a very nice 47. Come on. Let's see where the rival is, though, because I think the rival is going to be pretty close. Another green crate pops up. 2 races to go. I don't think we've got 2 green slates. Let's get rid of them. Bottas and Albon. 324 versus 299. I think he's only scoring about 30 points a race, isn't he? So he needs 101 points. So he's got at least 3. He's got about 3 races, which he could be in that at the moment. I have got about 88 points, I think. So I need about 44 points a race. So that should be fine. I should be able to still take P1 with a DC. Should be able to. Medium. On to that boost that I've used pretty much all night. Come on. Yeah, I think safety car could be the difference. After the disconnect, if we didn't get that disconnect, we would have been absolutely clear at this point. We'd have been literally on the last race now. So we'd have been well clear. So it's closer than it should be. But we're going to try our very, very best here to get the P1. Oh! Max Verstappen into the barrier. We witnessed that live. Max Verstappen has gone straight on at that corner. I think it's fair to say his brakes had failed at that point. Safety car probably ruining our chance of P1. But Max Verstappen has had enough. He is off. That was something, Vector. I mean, we don't see many crashes sometimes, but that was pretty helter-skelter. Max Verstappen is out. And that was literally... I've said before, we had it at Abu Dhabi where I think it was Perez who went straight on in that race. And that was literally, boom, straight on, brake failure we're going to call it. And now we have to potter around, ruining our P1 chance. Watch your own car crash. Oh no. That's what you don't need. So we're still going to do the 4 medium here. It's always good fun to see them. Really good fun. So, let's push Russell. Because he needs the gap. Let's not push Fernando until 1 lap in. We're racing again. Yeah, but you wouldn't be surprised, Mikey. That's probably a fair point. They've probably just seen that happen. I've got into the lead. It's gone, whoa. You ain't getting aired that far. and sent me back packing again. But we don't often get crashes. But today we do. 5-3. He probably could. I am pushing a little bit too hard. At the moment. But you could probably sneak out at one. Yeah, I don't like how we do come through the field, if I'm completely honest. I'm not a big fan of it. I'd rather us gain 1 or 2 positions and make it that little bit more tough. But it is what it is. It's always been the way. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Big yawn. And we're going to have full power unit. Rival's not going to have much power unit to go ahead. But is it going to cost us? Is it going to cost us? Safety car at the wrong time. Alonso comes in. Russell P1. And everyone else now pitting as well. So just the one car to score the 47. I think we needed around 44 points in 2 races. So 88 in total. And this is going to be a solid way to start. Should be able to catch up with that rival. Should be able to sneak through as he's on the hards. Good job. On lap 7. Yep, safety car can occur twice in a race. Absolutely, it can. I've had it once in GP, Mexico. Had it on lap 2, had it on lap 6. Completely caught me out. I think it actually cost me a P1. I'm pretty sure that's why I remember it so well. Because I was about to get a P1 and then the safety car ruined it. Happens very, very rare though. Doesn't happen. It's like winning the lottery. Your chances of seeing that one. But I think we're going to be ace in this one. No, Miguel, we've only just got into Series 10. So now that I'm comfortable with the parts that I've got to get out of Series 9, I will then go back and do a Series 9 guide. So Series 9 will be on its way. I'm hoping to get a Series 9 out next week. That is the hope and plan. So hoping you'll be on the new guide soon. Get in. Just got to Series 10. Nice. So yeah, Series 9. The problem I've got is for Series 10, they rotate. So it's pretty hard to do a strategy guide. 333 versus 371. He's gonna need... He's probably in that second race with one more to go. So we need a short track here. Something short. Nice matchup. That's going to help. I've heard the straight through the pit lane one. I have heard that before. Never had it happen. Yeah, a few of you have had it. I've never had that one. But I wish they'd do my tyres while I drive through as well. That would be nice. So please do, as we approach the last race for a sprint crate, please do hit that like button on the video. That would mean the world for us to show your support. And if you do have a Twitch account, if you can go over to Twitch and hit the follow as well, you can watch us on either. So please do. Any of them would be very grateful. And here we go. Can we get a good start? Shouldn't be. Job done in here. I mean, a safety car. Let's not get it. Yeah, I'd probably... It depends. If they do a strategy guide each week, it's going to be hard. Like, if they change the tracks each week, it's going to be very hard to do a strategy guide for it. If they keep it every month, I'll be able to do ones like Power Unit or what have you. So it just depends what Hutch do release. I don't know what the best way is going to be doing that so far. Because at the moment, if I released a Series 12 Power Unit, in a couple of weeks it could go to something else, and that's not even relevant anymore. So that's my... I've already kind of said that as a question to say, well, what do we do? Because we can't really do the videos. But well clearing this one already. Russell in P1. Alonso P2. Need to get through this one as quick as we can. Which means we don't need that double word that is quite annoying sometimes. And this is with a disconnect. We are still in contention even with a disconnect. So that's pretty good actually. We're pretty lucky on that front. As Alonso goes through then. Come on. Got a good chance. We're getting rid of these laps as quick as we can. We don't want the safety car to get his overalls on. His tyres bolted on. And come and ruin our race. That's what we're trying to hold off from. As Alonso now pits. So 10, 11, 12 is pretty much just what you've learnt through the series before. That's pretty much what it comes. We can mark, yes. We can absolutely. So if you are in the chat, there's a good 40 people still here at the moment, so I appreciate your support. If you haven't posted one comment in the chat so far, this is your time. It is time for you to guess what is going to be on our crate. So please, if you're watching, for our final sprint crate of the evening, let us know what we're going to get. I had a haircut at the weekend, Kimo. Absolute. Look at that. Look, there's nothing left anymore. Not too much. And that's
Looks
actually
like there's
grown
a
back.
new follower.
As Scumpy hits the follow on Twitch. Scumpy, much appreciated. Yeah, we're on Twitch. So, yeah. And if anybody is on Twitch, and you've also got Amazon Prime, you can get a free monthly membership as well over on Twitch. So, take advantage. They're paying for it for you. Got to be taking advantage. It's free. So, Alonso and Russell. But Scumpy, appreciate you hitting that follow. So, who have we got so far? Zenith, Leclerc for Kamegi, Bottas, Epic for Billy. Lacey goes Stroll. Kimo goes Hulkmania. Hopefully not. Yuki goes...
Looks like there's a new follower.
Tricky goes Yuki, I should say. Not the other way around. I'm pretty sure Yuki is not going Tricky. Royson, I'm hoping that's how you best pronounce it. Appreciate you hitting the follow as well. Got you. Well, Scumpy, appreciate it. Appreciate you heading over there, Miguel, hitting that follow. Much appreciated for me. So, yeah. Great to have the followers on Twitch as well. Faz says Logan. Faz has been sitting there quiet. Comes in with a bang. Virtue. I just imagine if they hadn't updated it. That could be the meta. Ready. Are we going to get P1 though? To finish off this. We were a good solid points ahead before we last looked. We were a race and a half probably. With a disconnect, we still managed P1 to finish the stream. Come on. Yeah, brute force. Kimo, that will haunt you forever, my friend. That was your absolute brutal reward of recent times. Well, certainly last year's game. Appreciated player. David goes Sainz. Armando goes Stroll. So, there's a few iffy ones out there at the moment. What the hell have I just done here? Jesus. So, we've got a platinum crate and a couple of gold crates to open as well, which is going to be nice to finish off. Make sure you're hitting that like button as well. Here we go. Hamilton would be good. 23 Nexus. Rare could be okay as well. 8 Charles Leclerc. 10 Carlos Sainz. It's the Ferrari boys. They're coming. Here comes the Ferrari pull as well. Carlos Sainz is coming up right next. I'm calling it. It's a trio of Ferrari. Let's get the drum roll. Come on, be something good. Oh, come on. I literally just thought that was Zenith. I honestly thought in a split second that opened that was Zenith. Honestly, my heart dropped. I went, oh yes. Tricky. I'm sorry, but the reactor is in the game, look. The reactor. Exactly, Mark. I thought it was the same. Obi would have just come along for this good one. So let's get this crate as well. There's still plenty of bad luck that could be about to happen. But 20 reactor is good reward for us. Scumpy's got the GG. Absolutely. So we've got 2 golds, a green, and a platinum crate to go and kick through as well. What do we need from any of these that would be nice? Lewis Hamilton, I need 5. Lando, I need 10. We're not going to get 10. Science, I need 4. That's pretty much it. On the cars, BIMF would be nice. Gyro, 9 rares. Gyro is the big one that I could do with. Yeah, reactor and attacker. Good shout. So let's go with gold crate first. We'll go gold, green, gold, platinum. Royston, thank you. That was a big crate. We needed that one. Some Stroll. Some Hamilton. Some Sonoda. Some Magnussen. Our good friend.
Kevin!
And the gold, the epic. Pierre Gasly. Not too bad. He'll come good. Hopefully we'll get him to a level 7 when he gets boosted. Green crate. Shouldn't be anything major in here. Bit of gyro could be possible. Which would be okay. Just some more fiddly bits. Quantum. And Max Verstappen. So nothing amazing in that one. To the gold crate we go again. Come on. It's books. That doesn't mean we get an epic. Well, no epic in this crate. 60 Alonso. 52 Gallop. 10 Lando Norris rare. And 8 Juggernaut. And then finally, the Platinum crates. Not many epics that you get. You do get 2 sets of epics, but you don't usually get a lot of them. Looking for the Gyro. Have a rare part. Oscar Piastri. I'd do a drum roll, but it'd be too much for this one. 41 Hamilton. 19 Zhou Guan Yu. One more rare. 17 Albon. We'll do a drum roll for player. Courtesy for player. First one out of the crate. Esteban Ocon. Not what we probably needed, but approaching level 6. So, not great. Could be a lot worse. Next reward. This could go downhill pretty quickly. This could be a pretty bad way to end the stream in the way. Next one up. We'll do it one more time. Hulkenberg! It's terrible. That is a terrible plan. Welcome back to the real world, Azza, where crates are full of drivers and absolutely terrible. Hulkenberg. I need to get the Hulkenberg sound. Hulkenberg in there. So, not great, really, was it? What are we getting tomorrow in the pit pass, though? Legendary crate tomorrow. Herald boost, ballast boost, golden and a legendary. That'll be nice. So that's not looking too bad at all. Still, we await some of the bigger parts. BIMF is one of the gyro, only 9. That could be great to have for this weekend. Free to play, he will be good. Hulkenberg is not bad for a free to play. Absolutely. 19 from a legendary crate. Now that is painful. But Reactor was a good finish for the sprint. So I'm going to leave it there. Absolutely going to leave it there. Been a good solid 3 hours and 10-minute stream. So we've been going for some time. And I'm going to thank every single one of you for your support. So honestly, thank you so much. Do hit that like button as you go out. And if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, hit the follow or subscribe. Let's get us to 10k. And I hope we've enjoyed a Friday evening of F1 Clash ahead of what can be a difficult and interesting weekend of racing to come. Good luck, have a good one, and we'll see you hopefully at the weekend. Take it easy. Lots of love.